Morning guys, how you doing? My Warmoth base has arrived. So I thought we'd do a quick unboxing, show you what I've ordered and talk about what I've chosen and why. And if anybody out there is thinking about maybe ordering something from Warmoth, this is what you can expect. So I have ordered a body and a neck, which they actually arrive individual pieces, and I've got a few bits of hardware in with the body as well. So we'll start with the neck, get that one out of the way. So what I've ordered is a roasted maple Telecaster style neck. I'm a jazz bass guy, but I just thought I'd try a different shape to the headstock this time around. So I went with a Tele style headstock, but it's got the same nut profile as a jazz bass would normally have. Really good packaging. Well done, Warmoth. I have ordered this in roasted maple. If you haven't heard of it before, roasted maple is where they take normal North American, like hard maple, and bake it in an oxygen-free kiln to remove all of the sugars and impurities from it. Ugh, beans, I hate these things. And what you end up with is a piece of maple that is much lighter than normal, but also much more stable. There we are. Nice. Alright, that is what roasted maple looks like. That beautiful dark golden caramel colour. Roasted maple is so stable that you can actually have it unfinished. Normally maple has to be finished, well, it's just too unstable otherwise. Not this one, so I have had this unfinished. There's no lacquer on there, no poly at all, and God, that feels beautiful. Let's just get that off, let's see what that is. Stickers. Yeah. You get Warmoth stickers. I ordered the fingerboard in a dark Indian rosewood. So hopefully that's showing up for you. I'm not sure if you can see that from there. But I actually paid extra and chose the fingerboard piece myself. I wanted that specific grain running through it, which I'm hoping you'll be able to see all the way through there. It's a 21 fret fingerboard, so a little bit longer than normal. Most Fender styles are 20 frets. But I don't think that's that much of a difference. There's the Telecaster style headstock. So it's a little bit sleeker than normal. Jazz ones tend to come a little bit further around there. I did your sort of medium jumbo frets, pretty standard. That's a really good job. People have often complained that Warmoth don't finish their frets before sending them out, but that feels pretty good. They're contoured on the edges. It's better than I thought it would be, as far as the fretwork goes. God, that's nice. Okay, well, there's my neck. Let's go on to the main part. This is made of alder, and I've had it chambered, so they've got those hollow channels carved into it, which both saves weight and hopefully opens up the sound a little bit more as well, giving me something just slightly different to what I usually have. Out of the way. Really, really good job packaging. So I had, there's your list of what I've ordered. I again did the custom choice on the top, and they gave me copper shielding, that was nice. Didn't order it, but nice one, thanks Warmoth. I chose my own piece of quilted maple for the top. Again, that cost me about $250 extra. But I figured it was worthwhile. I went down the list of things that were available and I thought if I just leave it to them to choose, they might choose something really nice and I'm sure they would try hard, but then I might also get something not exactly perfect to my eye. So I spent the extra and chose my own piece. Right, so here we've got the little extra bits that I ordered from them. Warmoth do a whole range of supplies. Their electronics, bridges, all the screws, everything you'd ever need. So if you need to stock up, you can go from there as well. That is just some really thin penetrating glue that I was looking for anyway. These, I'm using all black hardware, by the way. This is my neck plate and the neck plate grid for it to sit in. There's the Switchcraft jack, so the better quality jacks. That is my football style plate. This has got a side input jack on it, so black hardware for that. And then the screws, there's your pickup screws, your neck screws. And I also ordered some extra scratch plate screws. These are going to be for the rear access cavity because I think they come with silver screws. Okay, well there's the rear goodies, get that out of the way. Anything else? Nope. Okay, here's the big moment. So I ordered it in Caribbean burst, which is a really beautiful blue burst that they do. Being super careful with the knife, by the way. This I ordered 7 weeks and 2 days ago. Now I'm in Australia, if you can't tell from my accent, by the way, if you're watching from overseas. These guys are based in Washington, or outside of Washington somewhere. So manufactured from scratch, finished and shipped out to Australia in 7 weeks is pretty good. The initial estimate was 10 to 12 weeks. That's pretty good. Look at that. I really hope this is showing up on the camera. That is gorgeous. I am so pleased with that. That is absolutely perfect. So there's your Caribbean burst. It starts off with a pale and just bursts out to a really beautiful dark, clear blue. This is the quilted maple top, obviously, and I've chosen that myself. It was worth the money. The core wood is older, which I had chambered, which is something I was trying to do on my builds as well. But this has been done properly. If you've watched any of my other videos, you saw the troubles that I've run into. These guys don't have that trouble. That is absolutely gorgeous. A couple of changes I did. So from your standard jazz, obviously when you've got a beautiful piece of wood like this on the front, you don't want to put a scratch plate on that. So I had the side input for the jack in, and then I've had, you can still order your standard jazz controls. What I've ordered in a traditional jazz setting, this would have been the input and then the tone and one of the volumes. Those become my volume, tone, my input around the side. That way I moved my knobs down a little bit. Normally they'd be sort of starting up here, but I wanted to clear as much of the center away as possible and open it up. That is gorgeous. So now what I get to do is start piecing it all together, and that's the fun part. When you order from Warmoth, they send them out like this, and then you are responsible for having them put together. Which you can either take it to a guitar shop or a luthier to do for you if you want, but I prefer to try and do it myself. That's a really good fit. Yeah, nice. Alright, so starting off, that is what that is going to look like. So the first thing that I'm going to start doing is shielding the cavities. I have a shielding, a conductive paint that shields all of your electronic interference for you. Some people use the copper tape, but I find that really hard to work with, especially in small areas like your pickup cavities in here. So there's a paint that we use that just, you put on several layers, let each layer dry. I could probably do 2 layers a day, or 2 coats a day. And I want to try and get at least 5 or 6 coats into it if I can. And then also, oh, I forgot about this. It's really nice that they use tape that doesn't leave any residue behind. That's a good idea. I've got some painter's edging tape to coat off around the cavities when I paint them. So I assume that's probably what this is. There we are. Yeah, there are the screws. Yeah, silver screws, so I'm going to replace those with black ones. So there's the rear route. So I did that to free up the top, but I've also given myself plenty of room if I want to add a preamp in the future. I did very nearly buy a Glockenklang active preamp system for it, but decided at the last minute I'll just go with passive, which is what I've always used anyway for the most part, and see how it sounds with my choice of woods, and then I'll think about adding extras later. So this will all have to be shielded properly as well. God, that is so gorgeous. I'm so happy with that. Alright, so that'll do it for now. Yes, the first thing I'm going to start the shielding. And I'm also going to finish the neck in a couple of coats of true oil. I'm not doing much else to it, though I don't have to finish it because it is already baked and therefore very stable for me. And then install the hardware and start piecing it all together. I've also got to make all of my electronics, got to put the pickups together, and I'll take you through that in another video. But if you're thinking about going with a Warmoth, do it, man. This is so gorgeous. I'm so stoked. Alright, thanks guys, see you later.